Well. I know all these minds are just trying to see what Pastor and I are going to talk about tonight. But anyway, welcome to the Talk of Life Talk Show with Elma and Glen tonight, okay? So we're going to leave everybody else off the show. No, I'm just playing. All right. Tonight, I want you to know that this is a Christian-based talk show. And we love Jesus. Yeah. So whether you love him or not and you're tuning in, that's fine. But anyway, we want you to be blessed tonight. So we're here to introduce our cast, which is to my left is Linda. And then we have Cynthia's back with us. We miss you, Cynthia. We're glad you're back. And we have Kimberly. All right. Now, our scripture tonight is very important. Philippians 1:6. Being confident of this very thing, that he which has begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. So you know I love that scripture because, baby, it took a lot of work for us to be married 37 years. But he said, whatever we start, we're going to finish. So that means he's with me until death do us part.
Amen.
Y'all got that?
Right.
Okay. So tonight on the Talk of Life Talk Show, we're celebrating 37 years. That means it took a lot of work to get us in these 37 years. And I always love getting into people's business. So tonight, I'm going to allow you all to get into our business because it was God that kept us. And my husband, I know he got something to say. So we're just going to let him say something. You know, after 37 years, he gets to talk tonight. Because I did most of the talking, but he gets to talk tonight. And this is, I don't know what, I guess I'll call this one 37 tonight. This is 37 wigs, okay? This is number 37. All right. Okay, baby, let's talk. Okay, tell them a little bit about yourself.
Amen.
Is that all you can say is amen?
Yeah, amen. That's all I can
Amen. He know how to stay out of the doghouse.
Well, I guess it's my time to talk. Yeah. But no, well, even through the 30, it didn't seem like it's been 37 years. I want to say that first of all because time goes by so fast. You know, you don't realize what all you experienced or what you went through. Sometimes you're going through a lot of storms and things like that in life as well. But God, you know, when you trust in him, he just carries you through, you know, and you don't even realize what all you experienced until you come out on the other side. And so
he came out alive.
Oh yeah, but we've had our ups and downs
on the other side.
Yeah. And our storms in life, because that's a part of life itself. You know,
Right.
It's not going to be sunny days all the time.
It sure wasn't.
So you know that before you get in. Well, none of us really plan to start out even in marriage and planning to divorce. None of us really planned for that. I wouldn't say that none of us, but I'm pretty sure some people probably would do it. But most people don't really plan that. But in our culture and our society, it's a part of our life. You know, in our lifestyle, we experience that. But one thing about it, we learn how to go on. I even prior to me marrying, you know, I come out of a pretty good sized family, and I was really the last one to marry. You know, my youngest brother had also married before me.
Save the best for last.
So I kind of, it wasn't that I was fearful of it, you know, but most of them.
He was waiting on me.
A lot of them had already married and married twice, you know, some of my brothers.
Only one for me.
And then, in fact, my father even married 3 times.
Only one.
So by that time, you know, I had all of this to look at, and so I'm going, I don't know, you know, but I wasn't really planning for marriage for divorce.
Till he met me.
But once I made up my mind, I was ready.
I'm the one.
You know, and so that's one of the things with all, I guess with everybody, you have to decide.
When you gonna get to me?
That you're ready. That you're ready, you know. But you know, when I made up my mind and I was ready, well, actually I was looking at different people at the time, but I knew I had a call on my life. I knew that real young.
What kind of call?
So, if in the ministry.
Okay,
So,
make it plain.
yeah, well, I had a call in the ministry, and so I was really looking for someone that could handle ministry because I knew it was going to be a lot of pressure. And most people really can't take that pressure.
Right.
And it isn't saying that you're not strong, but what you're going to experience is, it's not going to be as easy as you think it's going to be.
That's true.
And it's because you're going to be under pressure all the time, constant, because of the spiritual battle that you're going to go through. And so a lot of people don't consider that even as they start into marriage, One may be prepared while the other one isn't. So it's going to take time where you're going to end up with times with going without and a whole lot of things, And so most people say, well, I don't know if I want to deal with that. In fact, with a lot of people that have been reared in that kind of environment, like preacher's kids, for an example.
He was a preacher's kid.
A lot of them, when that time comes, they decide, I really don't want to get involved in that once they see what they have to go through it. And I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people run from the call, because they know what they're going to end up going through, looking at others as they experience it. And people talk about it and all that, but they don't know the spiritual problem that they're going to experience.
Now, Could I have a question? How did y'all meet again?
So, okay, I'll say that too.
I'm wondering if somebody will
I'm
ask
going to
a
get to that. But
don't
actually
have
what
an
happened,
You said let him talk. I didn't want to interrupt him.
but I was actually talking to other people, but I hadn't really said that's what I was doing. I was
Okay, now,
really
Pastor,
looking.
nowadays when you say people, you got to clear.
Other young ladies, I was
Thank
looking
you,
at.
thank
Yeah, I
you,
was
thank
talking.
you.
That's right.
But really, I was talking to young ladies prior to that time. I really wasn't ready to marry. And so, to be honest, I
What was you
wasn't ready
doing
to
with 'em
marry
then?
prior to that. And there was
Well,
some.
what was you doing with them women then?
Yeah, it was other young ladies, it was other young ladies that were ready. They were ready, but I wasn't ready.
So what was you doing
I'm
with
going,
them?
oh no. Well,
Okay.
but when that time came, okay, I'm ready. So I'm looking for someone for that kind of position that you're gonna be, what you're gonna experience. But at the time, while I was looking around, I didn't find anybody at the time, and it was kind of like at a time when I was really, okay, I'm ready, I'm giving up, forget it, I ain't doing it no more. Then that's how I actually met her at that time.
Oh, so you had given
Yeah, I had gave up then.
Men give up too?
Yeah, I'm going, I ain't gonna do it now.
Men are
I'm not
people
gonna do it
too.
now.
Men are people too.
But
They
see
give up
what we
too.
were doing, I was managing a
club.
I was managing a club.
Like the
Yeah, baby,
Yeah,
we was
party club.
That was a party club, girl.
School,
At the school.
So
Prairie
you got-
View A&M University, shout out.
Yeah. So y'all, you have all of the clubs that come and party, naturally the Greek clubs and all of that. So this is a constant thing with school life anyway. So it's a turnover all the time. There's so many people in and out. Everybody
That
coming
was
from
homecoming time, I think. Wasn't it? It was
Yeah,
right
right
around
at homecoming.
It
So
was
that's even
homecoming
that many
weekend.
more people.
More people was there.
More people gonna show up from everywhere.
And I normally don't go to those clubs.
Right.
And stuff. I
And
was
so,
working
and
at
I know all the
McDonald's.
regulars. You see what I'm saying? Because
What you mean regulars?
I know the regular guys and girls.
Okay.
All the party people.
I wasn't a regular.
And I know most of them, and so.
I wasn't a regular,
I know
y'all.
most of them anyway, and so, but I had seen her before
He was looking at my
Prior
bow
to-
legs.
prior to that time, and so she ended up at the party. At this party, there was
I
a
went to meet
homecoming.
another man that I was looking at.
Yeah.
I want to throw that in, y'all.
Y'all didn't meet at church or the
No, baby, don't take that myth that you have to meet everybody at church. No,
Amen,
we met at
amen,
the club.
Yeah, we was at the club.
So don't look at you got to meet your
Party
lover at a
going-
church.
Party
No.
going on. Everybody know how parties
Well,
are.
we was party.
Everybody, oh yeah.
Party. Oh,
brick house.
So
yeah, I was a brick. Oh,
What was the
people
song? What was
everywhere,
the
all
song?
over the place.
I don't know. We
you know,
were
how
bumping. I
normal
was trying to
parties.
bump him, and stuff.
And so at the time, but I knew she wasn't one of the regular people. I knew
I told you I wasn't regular.
And it just
I
so
was
happened.
unleaded. I was unleaded.
So it just so happened at that time, one of my friends that came to me at the bar,
No.
And he said that,
No, this is what happened. We were sitting at the table, and one of his friends was trying to hit on me.
yeah.
And he was fine too. And anyway, I was looking at this man. He was fine, had on this long coat, and did you have on the cowboy hat or something?
Yeah, I think
He had on his cowboy hat. I forgot all about that guy that was sitting at the table. I was saying, oh, that's a good-looking man. There, I said, I'm going to get that man tonight. And this guy, he goes and tell Glenn that I had my eye on him. So we was plotting.
Wait.
What?
He lied.
Okay, he was sitting at your table?
Yeah,
he was sitting at the table.
He was sitting at the table with us trying to hit on
Okay,
me.
he was trying to hit
Yeah,
on
it was
you,
it was three of us there,
and
my
he
other
knew
two friends.
Pastor.
Yeah, but I
Right,
didn't
but
know
she didn't
that.
know that.
Oh,
I didn't
but she
know
didn't
that.
I knew most of the
back
people.
I didn't, he wasn't there.
I know he wasn't Pastor.
Don't
but-
say
But
Pastor.
see, what happened was, But see, what happened was, I was sitting there
what
plotting
happened
with my
was-
other two classmates. I said, look, y'all, this is what we gonna do. We gonna go to the bar, and we're gonna ask
So
for
you
a
was
drink.
planning.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we
Yeah,
were
she
planning
was
how we
planning
were
how
gonna
she
do it,
gonna
how we
get
gonna
you.
get it. I said, I'm gonna get this man tonight. And I told him what to do. So we go up before we get to the bar, his old friend goes up there and tell him our plan.
Uh-huh.
But I had to find out which one it was.
What do you mean you had to find
Yeah.
out which
I
one
went
it was?
in the
woman?
table. It was
Which woman it
several
was?
girls. It was women all around, you know. And
Okay.
So I had to know which table it was
And which
who
girl.
was coming up, you know. So he had already told me it
Okay.
was her.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't know.
I want to put this in. I want to put this in
Put it in,
too.
put it in, Pastor. Put it in,
Because
Pastor.
this
Let
is
us know.
my
Let us know.
This is-
It's your time to shine, Pastor. It's your time to
Okay,
shine.
your time, baby. Go
It's your
tell
time
it.
to shine.
Okay,
Pastor.
go ahead and tell it. It's your time. I'm a fan on that one.
No, but
It's
this
time.
might help some people.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Because when it comes down like with dating like this,
Yeah,
now
yeah,
single
yeah.
people, I ain't talking about them people already married.
Oh, man.
We talking about single people now, y'all. Okay, whatever. We were single then.
Yeah. Because it was one of my friends
Give us your game, give us your game.
because see, you can meet a lot of different people
No, I know
Yes, you
this.
can.
and you have an interest in them,
And I
but they
didn't
really
know.
don't have that interest in you.
Right,
Right.
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay.
They have all that what you know, they looking the way you want them to look,
Yeah,
dressing,
smelling
smelling like
good.
you want, all of that
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
yeah.
Whatever it is that you, but they really don't have an interest in you.
That's right.
And a lot of people meet people like that.
But he had an interest in me.
Right. Really, be honest.
Okay,
be
go
honest.
ahead and tell
And
me.
I want to say that because one of my friends said, he had made this comment and it stayed in my head, and he said, pursue those that pursue you.
That's it. That's good.
And so, yeah.
So you
And
trying to say
really-
I pursued you?
No, I knew
Well,
you was
you
trying
said
to.
you were. I mean, you said
See, he
you
want to
were.
throw that in like I pursued him,
No, but
y'all.
really, you know, because, you know, a lot of times,
Okay.
Pastor,
a lot of
good
times
job.
this is what
Fun.
happens in a
I see what you
relationship.
mean, though.
That's
I
a
see
good
what you
point.
mean,
You know
though.
what I'm saying?
That's a
Okay,
good point.
so
And so,
Because mutual interest, baby.
right, and you be going all out of your way, and
That's it.
especially when you thinking you gonna change somebody.
Right.
And you
Oh,
can't
that's
change
That's
nobody.
not gonna
You can't
happen.
change no
But
more.
that's good you say that.
Okay,
That's not gonna happen.
but see, this is what happened. So I get to the bar.
No, say,
Right.
see, you had, see,
Right,
you
and
had
I already
one.
know she
But
was
this-
gonna
this
move.
what-
They
you
gonna
know-
make the move. I knew this because this
Look at
everybody
that.
just
He said,
moving
you finna make a move.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sitting up at the bar, so I go
finna
up to
bust
the
a
bar,
move.
and I said, I would like to order a Dr. Pepper because I wasn't a drinker. So I said, I want to order Dr. Pepper. So my other two classmates, they were ordering their drink. Okay, so he said, okay, you all are free, but I'm going to charge you. And I was a cusser then. Boy, I cussed him out. I ain't going to tell you what I said because I've been saved and born again. But I cussed him out, and I went, what, blah, 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 blah. Why you gonna charge me, and you didn't charge them?
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
just stood there like he looking now. And I just
Yeah,
kept
he gonna
on
be
going.
answered. I did, that's
And
what
then
I
he
did.
just sit there and looked at me. And they was cracking up laughing, but I was getting teed off. And then so finally, he went on and said, okay, yours is free too. I didn't want it then, and so I didn't want it. So I walked off, and we went back to the table, I think, and then you came over and asked me to dance.
Yeah, well, not.
Was
No,
that
I
it?
don't know.
What
I don't know
happened
how we
after?
end up on the
But
dance
anyway,
floor.
we ended up on the dance floor because I had on these little, you know, those little pants that have the little things on the side, the cowboy-looking pants, you know, them little things.
Yeah.
And I was 98 pounds then since I had these little boys of mine. I was fine as a firecracker, baby, them bow legs. And I was out there getting down, and he was just on the dance floor just looking at me. I said, there's something wrong with him. I'm telling you. And you know that dance, the bump. I was trying to bump, and every time I tried to bump up against him like this, he back up. And I bump up against him, he back. I said, what is wrong with this man? So finally, I just said, forget it. Then he said, are you a Christian on the dance floor? Who asks anybody if they are a Christian on the dance floor? I'm trying to get my groove on. And I said like this, I said, yes. I said, yes, I am. That took all the stuff away, you know. But anyway, we get back to the room. Let me clarify that. Me and my friends get back to the room. No, I wasn't at his house. Let me clarify that.
Wait a minute.
Well, it's some unsaved people out there. It's some unsaved people, Kim. Me and my roommates got back to our dormitory room. Not with him. I was trying to live a good life.
Drop the mic.
Okay?
Mic drop.
My grandmother told me that that's a gold mine down there, and you don't let anybody dig in your gold mine. So I got a gold mine. So anyway, the rule.
The conversation earlier, you said when you saw him with the coat and the hat, you was gonna get him tonight.
You said you was going to.
Yeah, but I didn't take him to the room. I was talking about getting him for me. Okay, yeah, the key. That was gonna be my soulmate right there. Okay, but I did take him to the room, but I'm gonna tell you, I sure wanted to.
Mike,
I ain't gonna lie, I did want to. I wanted to take him to the room, but I had to put on that, that little innocent role. Cause Mama always told me, you never do that stuff until you. So
yeah.
Anyway, we get to the room. We had a rule in our room. Nobody called the room after 12. Because we thought if you called after 12, it was something that happened, right?
Okay.
So we get in the room, we all laughing. I'm all excited because I done met this little freckle-faced man, and I'm all excited. Something about 1:20 in the morning, the phone ring. And we all scared to answer the phone because we think, oh, Lord, something happened. So I answer the phone. You hear him talking about, is Lois there? I said, who?
Whoa.
Is Lois there? I said, who is this? It's him. On the phone, calling somebody. He was calling to check to see if I gave him the right phone number.
They did that back then too.
that was a good one,
I'm
Pastor.
like, really?
That was a good one.
So we end up talking. I'm just laughing. Everybody in the room. Who's that? Who's that? So we talking. We talked all the way till about 6 o'clock that morning. And he was cooking some rice. And he said, oh, you done made me burn my rice. You gonna pay for this. I'm still paying for 37 years.
He was feisty back then.
Yeah, he was worried about some darn rice.
Most of the time she was talking, I was listening.
No, he was talking that night because he was trying to get some too.
37 years,
No,
most
he
of the
was
time I was listening.
Yes, we
No.
can tell, Pastor.
He was thinking about them bow legs.
That was the conversation.
No.
That was the conversation most of the time for the 37 years.
Yeah, so
I was
anyway.
listening.
But do y'all know we met?
And I was watching, I said, she gonna stop soon.
And then the only reason why I stopped, because he said he had burned his rice. He had to go run there before he burned up his plate. But y'all know we met on October the 29th, 1981. And we've been together ever since that night I burnt his rice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we've been together ever since that night. I couldn't get rid of him.
Let me ask a question.
And then,
Let me ask a quick question.
yes.
Okay, now you're in the club and then y'all up on the stage and dancing, and then you said he kind of. So why did you not run?
Because I wanted him, girl. That man
Even
was,
though he was crazy.
Sure, yeah, he was crazy. But he looked like one of those Western men. You know how those Western men back with that Magnificent Seven? You know how they had
Like
on
the
long
barbell
coats on
But
and
it
had
was
on.
cold in. It was
Yeah,
cold.
it was cold. But he was fine as a. Boy, I said I'm gonna get some of that. I mean, But then we ended up, and so tell about how you tested me.
Oh, Lord.
Later on. Okay.
He was really. I had his
No,
nose wrapped
but
in.
even at that time, because everybody not serious.
And I was a joking
But
guy.
that was at the time I was ready, I was ready.
And I was joking and
But
laughing a lot.
I didn't know she talked that much. She still. And I said, she gonna stop soon.
I'm still talking
No,
37
you still-
years. I'm still talking.
So I just, okay, she gonna stop soon. Yeah, she gonna stop soon. Yeah, just there you go. But even prior to that, You know, sometimes people give phone numbers and stuff like that. A lot of times they give you the
And
fake
they
one.
fake, so he
They
wants
give,
to
you,
make
they
sure.
give you somebody else's number or don't even give you the number at all.
That's when they not interested.
No, come on, y'all. You know how you...
Right,
yeah.
right, you're right.
Come
But
on.
I knew I had him.
Okay, ladies, say amen.
Amen.
You know you gave the wrong number out before.
But baby, I wanted you then.
But I remembered once when I had, if I called you, that was one of my rules too, and you didn't answer right then, well, I ain't talk to you no more.
Are you
But I
That was
answered it,
right,
baby.
right.
Are you serious?
Right.
I told you you was little.
I had to make up my own
Get that
rules.
Snicker bar.
I had to make up my rules for me.
Yeah.
That nobody else could. So it was
I
a
told you you was
sign.
crazy.
But
It
there
was
are
a
women
sign,
that
it's
say
more
that.
like,
There
this
are
is the
women
one.
that say that. I hear women say that.
Yeah,
You
we
know
do.
what I'm
We
saying?
test. We do
saying?
test.
So
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
not a shocker. That's not a shocker.
it's like.
I hear women say that.
Even if it's not God, if some you're gonna make it right for me.
Okay,
This
right.
is the right person.
Okay.
Because
Now
you're
tell
gonna
me-
be there and you're gonna answer right when I
And
call.
didn't I answer?
Yeah, but what I'm saying now, once before I did this and I called and the young lady didn't answer,
That's because
and I
was
got
the
mad.
one.
I'll be honest, and I hit the phone. Bam! And all this money started pouring out.
Ain't that something? He up there go hit the phone.
When I hit the jackpot,
Now, wait a minute. When you say phone, you mean a phone booth?
It was one of those phone
I
booth things.
forgot all about her.
Yeah.
You know, our
Yeah, you know them
know,
quarters, those quarter
but our
things.
audience now may not know what a phone booth
Yeah,
is.
that's one of
It
those
was
phone
there,
booths where you
right.
put the quarter
It was phone
in.
booth during that time, y'all.
And you put the quarter
I
in.
didn't hit the sale.
And he didn't have no money, y'all. He was one of those that lived
Well,
off
I
a little
called
small
her.
income.
Yeah, I called and she answered, and so that's how we got started. We got talking.
So what was the second one?
Tell him the
And
second
then-
test.
Okay, then it was another one. It was if my car.
He had a little
I like
MG,
my
y'all,
yeah,
little
my
regular
car was-
MG.
my car-
I like this
I
one.
mean, it was a cute little MG, but it needed some little repairs on it.
My car was good.
It was good.
Faithful.
It
No,
was
I
good.
had
It was one of the windows
I
was
had
on
made it.
something.
If the car quit while you in my car, then you wasn't the one.
Okay, tell him what happened. I was the one.
Right. I mean, if I'm driving and just something happened, I mean, if it stopped or whatever, it don't crank, then the car was telling me, you're not the one.
Okay, now tell him what happened with the car.
So we riding it
Yeah,
down,
you
we
was
riding on the road.
Really?
And I'm just grinning and talking.
But you got to make up your own rules.
He was making up his own. Don't y'all use these
It
rules
was
because
my
it don't
rules.
work
It was so
today.
random though.
Don't use those rules, man. It don't work
No,
today.
This is my rule.
That's his rules.
Y'all make up your own rules. That was mine. But anyway,
Baby, don't y'all use this
I'm
rule that y'all
driving with
daddy
her.
use.
We out on this country
And
road.
I'm just talking.
And it's a convertible. We just
I'm just
buzzing,
talking. We just buzzing. I'm just talking, looking
Then
in his
all of a
eyes.
sudden it went.
Boop, boop. And I'm thinking,
And I
this little
started looking
regular
at
car.
her. I said,
And I'm getting mad 'cause
it's
I
time
was
to
not-
put her out, you know.
And then we on this little on this little dirt road in Prairie View. And he up there talking, boy, I would have beat him up like crazy. I would have whooped him all over that stuff. I might not have been the one,
And
but
then the
he.
car cranked up just.
And we took on running. And what was the third one? What was the third one?
Oh, you talking about the one I missed with one of
this-
my.
but he was
'cause
taking
she
me
was
through these
always-
tests.
Yeah, I had my own rules.
I wished I had
my
have known
rules.
that, baby. I wouldn't have been here
So-
37 years.
And a timing. I had so much
This is
time.
the
You
death.
had
This
to
is the death.
respond
Yeah.
by a certain time.
You had to
And if
respond
you
by a
didn't,
certain time.
Then that was my sign. It was a sign.
But
to
it
get
just
me
didn't
right.
work because I was the one.
And
You
so-
know, like I said, Jesus is the one. I was the one.
And so we.
Okay, what was the next one?
And so she had went
To Houston.
Went to Houston.
I had my
which
cutlass.
is like
I had a
40,
tough
about 40,
cutlass
50
too,
miles
baby.
from where we were. And it just so happened at that particular time one of my cousins
Had passed.
Right.
and
I knew I
and
had
I
to
knew
be
I
there.
had to be at the wake by a certain time.
And that was how many
we're like,
hours?
and we're talking about like
2 or 3 hours.
200 miles away.
Wait.
Oh.
And a little
So I
time
knew
called
I had
Coleman
so
Steele
much
Zavala.
time from leave from there to be there in time because my parents were living at the time and they were there. Most of my elderly members were there.
Yeah.
Everybody was going to be there. And then I said, I need to be in that place.
Well, why did you want me to go?
At the time where you had decided you were going to go. And so I said, well, if she's not at this house
I decided to go.
by a
said you
certain time, within certain minutes, that's it. You know, I'm getting rid of her.
God.
He trying so hard to get rid of this.
You had low tolerance.
But by this time, she's getting me upset too.
That's how I they talking.
So I'm looking for reason to get rid of her now.
That's your. I don't know why y'all sharp. Women have zero tolerance. Come on now.
Come on.
Yes, they do.
Come
Yes,
on.
they
Okay,
do.
now wait a minute.
Yes,
now you know
women
what
have
you've been
zero
through.
Tolerance.
Dealing
Well,
with
we
me.
do have our own little
Come on,
way.
come on. Everybody have their own thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And then there are certain things you tell them not to do,
And we'll do
and
it.
they're gonna do.
That's right.
But instead of telling, you mean ask them.
No, you don't have to. You know, there's sometimes you tell them, and then there's other things you don't
You
tell
don't
them
say
nothing.
You don't
You
say
just watch
nothing. You
it.
just watch.
Because if
You
you
just
tell
watch.
them, then they're gonna put on the show and do it.
Right.
Right? Because they
right.
play
But
it.
we trying to impress you.
You're trying
You
to
know,
impress
you
people.
playing people when you do that.
You do
You know what I'm
both.
talking about?
Okay.
Because you listening to
Well,
the
go back to the
So what
test.
Trying to
happened
get the
was,
nookie.
and my clock, I'm watching the clock on her, you know.
I'm coming from Houston to Prairie View
And
now.
it's getting closer. I said, she got so much time. I'm watching it. You're getting closer and closer.
Did you tell me what time I had to be there?
No, I wasn't telling you nothing. This is my time with.
Told y'all he was crazy.
Because you're gonna. So you had to do it within those minutes.
Right.
And be and,
So
and
you sitting on your couch looking
watching
at
that
a clock.
Because I was in
Because I'm gonna leave anyway.
He was going to leave and go down
I'm
there.
gonna
anyway.
leave, but not only am I gonna leave, she gone too.
But you think about that. I done been through 2 tests and he going to still quit me.
Well, do.
That's the reason why God didn't want me to know because he knew my
So
mom.
it came right
I
up
would
to the
have cussed
minute.
him out.
Right up to the minute, I'll get almost
And I
ready
jumped
to
out the car. I said, baby, you ready? And he just looking at
flying up.
me. Down that dirt road. Like Batman. I was flying on that dust and everything.
Yeah, just pushing her, get up.
And I'm just laughing, jumping out the car. And he walked out there just looking at me.
Oh, and then I'm also mad because we're going to a church.
You going to why was
We're
you
going to
mad?
a church, she, huh?
Because I was dressed in my
Because
shorts
she
and
came in
stuff.
time. Now I'm getting upset because she's right on time every time.
Because he knew I was the one.
Because I know it. God must be doing it or something because I ain't telling her nothing.
Nothing.
I'm not telling her nothing. So then I want to be upset with her too because she's not even dressed for church.
Right. I had on
He
my hoochie mama.
flying up, got on a blue jean, had whatever it is, you know how you. when
That's
you
it.
just-
That's it.
We
I
had
did. I didn't have a wig on. I had my real hair.
No, you didn't have no wig on it. But anyway, now we take off. I'm still sitting there just.
How did she do it?
Yeah, within the minute,
And
and
I'm
then I'm mad,
happy.
and the next thing in my mind,
So,
she's not even.
I didn't know he was mad.
Did you get mad at her, but did you get mad at yourself?
He was mad
Well, I
at
was
himself.
both. I was being
because
mad.
he knew I was the
I was
one.
upset with her too because she would play.
But why were
It
you
was
upset
joking.
with her?
It was joking
'Cause
because
I was
she
the
was on
one.
time.
He was trying to find a
It
way
was
to
a
get rid
reason
of
to
me.
get rid of her then. Now I need a reason.
Because he was in love, y'all. I had that
Always
nose.
do that.
You know how to get him by the nose.
Always do that. It's
I had
Nobody
him-
really.
I had
Now
him by the nose.
Now I'm trying to look for all kind of reasons to
So
get
he-
rid of her.
yeah, I had him by the nose then. You know
No. Well, let's see. Let me try to figure it out. Oh, yeah. Because the man's, okay, the woman's head swells and the man's nose swells.
That's right. So your nose was big. He had one of Pinocchio big nose.
Your head swelled, so
And I knew I had it then.
Yeah, because you know.
And it did
yeah,
dawn on me
start
that
swelling
he's
up.
actually taking me to meet his family.
let me ask
I
you
knew
a
I had him then.
let me ask you.
But
a
you
question.
didn't know that.
How did you both feel about each other?
We loved each other. I had fun with him.
okay,
He was
who
just
was-
the
No, I
one
think she
crazy.
I had
meant before
just
that. She's
met
trying to
her.
ask before that.
I
What you
just
mean,
met
before
her.
me?
No, I'm
No,
talking about
what?
with all these tests, Pastor.
But I
went
didn't
through.
know about the test.
Well, I know, but
Okay.
Pastor. So undoubtedly, he was feeling something.
He loved me.
Vulnerability.
Yeah,
He was
but
feeling
I had just
vulnerability.
met her
But
too.
what type of feelings were they? Were they
Yeah, tell 'em
love
about
or
that.
were
What
they?
kind of feeling was it, baby?
I mean, was it like an instant
Yes.
love?
It was
you
for
know, like
me.
love at
I
first
wanted
sight.
it.
Well, I don't know. It might have been. I don't know. Because
But
when
tell
you,
me how
See, you
you
was
felt
always
about me,
getting
though.
angry
when you
because
when
she-
you have certain like certain things that you're looking for in people.
Right. Did you
Right.
find that in
And
me?
then
No.
you start seeing it in the person.
He saw it in
You know what I'm
me.
talking about?
So he wasn't like
scared you a
angry. He
little
was
bit.
like,
He was
"Dad,
angry
don't
at himself
it
because he
pass
actually
that?"
found a
Now
woman
then I start
that
saying,
he
okay,
could
well,
love.
maybe maybe she's the one. Maybe she is.
And he knew
And
it.
then I was telling God.
But you kept saying maybe she was the one.
Because
And then I kept telling God,
he was
can't
afraid.
be the one.
He was
Like
afraid.
Gideon.
Yeah,
Because I
I'm
was
going, God,
firm.
this one can't be the one. You know, I'm
'Cause I was firm.
I'm arguing with him.
But why did you say she can't be the one?
Because I was
Because,
firm.
And
okay,
you still-
some things
you
I
kept-
like, and then something you go, I don't know
But you,
about this. I
but you
don't know
like
about it, you know.
more
Yeah.
than what you didn't like. Just tell the truth, baby. It's been 37 years. Now it's time for you to confess before the priest.
Okay, so to help somebody else who has
That's right.
To help somebody
Tell them
else.
that you really felt
That
love
has-
for me.
Yeah,
Just
well,
go
I did.
ahead and say
I
it.
felt, I felt for her, you know.
Felt what?
But at that time,
Did you feel what? Tell them that you felt love.
I don't know if you would say it love right then or not. I don't really
But you
know.
felt-
because-
you had
because
something
okay,
in
if it's
here.
something different, you know.
Lust?
Right, it's something
No,
different.
it wasn't lust
Was
because
it
we would have
lust?
had it on
No,
that
wait,
night.
I'm just, the reason I'm asking is because people,
Yeah, I think
the
that's
reality
love.
is that we're human. And
Yeah.
the reality is that you're going to have human feelings.
We did that.
And human feelings, you may want to have sex. You may want to be
I
intimate.
wanted to, but I knew he
so
wasn't gonna
when
do it.
okay, that's what we're asking.
Yeah.
That's just a normal feeling.
I wanted to
A
get into
normal-
his
right?
pants, but
you see
I knew he
somebody
wasn't gonna
and
let
they
me,
look
so
good.
I went on back to the dormitory.
So, were you resisting the urge to feel that way? Whereas if
He
she
did,
felt
but I
that
wasn't.
way, whereas if she felt that way, because that's what a lot of people in the body of Christ deal with.
Yeah, they wrestle against that.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Like,
And
I'm
so
not
you're trying to
human,
decide.
so I don't feel nothing.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then
we felt
he be
something,
smelling
baby.
good because my husband was smelling
It's
good,
getting
looking
hot in
good.
here.
You know what I'm saying? So love
Yeah.
didn't necessarily come first as much as, dang, I'm with you. Give me some
Shoot.
love. That's
I
mine.
want
That's
some-
mine right there.
But still, even
you gonna
at
talk
that,
about
you know that people will play anyway.
Yeah, trying to get into
Right.
your
Like you.
emotions and your
Right,
feelings.
and so
Right.
in that you kind of be watching that in people.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It ain't.
'Cause what we
it's
know
not
now-
that as hard as people realize as far as like having sex or whatever. If all of the things are kind of according to what you had in your mind,
that you was looking for.
people
Right.
people will play it and they'll do it anyway
But I didn't know
because
all
of the
this.
interest that they have at that particular
Right.
time. Then later on they find out, oh, that ain't wasn't the one.
Because what we
And
know
so really,
now
this is what
isn't
happens
we
with
were
men
thinking then.
and women both.
Right.
Because what we know now isn't
Right,
what we
right
were
from the
thinking
outside, you're
then.
looking
Yeah.
at, okay, she looks the way I like, and all of that, and so same way when women do with guys.
They
Then
do.
next thing you know, you find out the other part about it.
Right. And
And
then
then
you
you
start
don't really
talking.
want to say, well, I didn't see that. You know, and so sometimes you jump quick into
A
a
relationship.
relationship physically, and then other times you kind of hold back.
Right,
Wait a minute, let me
right,
kinda watch
right.
this. Watch this. You know.
But I wasn't finna let him
So
hold back
why-
too long.
when we were getting it, you know, what's happening, you know, what's going on. And so, but even at that, a lot of the things that I was talking about, I would see, not only am I talking to her, I'm also talking to the Lord.
Right.
Because I had really
I
made up
wasn't
my
talking
mind.
to the Lord.
I know that's
Okay, so
right.
I wasn't talking to the
Okay,
Lord.
talking to the Lord and talking to co-pastor. Who else did you speak with, too?
No, I ain't telling nobody.
You didn't talk to your mom or
No.
your dad?
No.
No.
But you did
I
talk to
talk-
Daddy though, didn't you? You didn't talk
No,
to
no,
Daddy?
that was later on. Because see, Daddy's advice, because I even asked Daddy, I said, well, how do you pick? He said, just close your eyes and pick one.
That's how he ended up
I'm
with
gonna be
three of
honest,
them.
this is what our daddy was. He said, you don't know
That's how
what you
Daddy ended
get.
up with three of them. That's right.
I'm be honest, this is how daddy was.
Okay, my question is,
Okay.
that wasn't the same. How far past your initial? Because it seemed like it's just all one big night. So you dated 3 weeks, you dated 6 months. When did you start
No.
asking your dad? Because you saw each other, you were at the party,
Right.
you were having fun. Gremlin was in town, y'all were playing against them, y'all was doing y'all thing. So how far from that initial date did you start asking questions? Was it the same week? Was it within
When did you
2
start
weeks,
talking?
3
Did
weeks?
you talk to Daddy about me?
Yeah, later on. But see, what happened, even at that, so I wanted to see how she was with my family.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And then he takes
We
me to a
already-
funeral.
So you setting
Who would
her
take a
up.
girlfriend to a funeral?
You
But
gotta
I
put-
never. But see,
Thank you. Who would take a girlfriend to a funeral?
They had never.
See them with a
That
woman.
ain't me.
So you setting her up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
he
had
set
never
me
met
up.
nobody with me.
They
They thought he was gay.
Pastor,
Well, some of them
Some thought he was gay because he wouldn't let them into their business.
I knew I wasn't gay. But,
Right.
He knew he wasn't
but
gay.
I didn't take nobody around them.
That's good. That's good.
He wouldn't
Okay.
do that.
You know, and even with my sister, she know I didn't even let her make friends with her.
That's good.
Because I knew then they gonna run over to her
Thinking they gonna get
to
him.
play, to try to play their way back,
Right.
When I
right.
knew all the time I wasn't trying to marry or whatever anyway.
Lord.
So because you people, the women and men both doing it.
Right,
They both
you're right.
Trying to
They
get
are.
in.
Both
They're
doing
trying
it.
to
You
get
really
in
want
with
to-
the mama. They trying
Yeah.
to get in with the daddy.
Yeah, and
I
it
was trying to
becomes a
get
game.
into him.
It becomes a game.
It becomes a
Becomes
game.
a game, and
Baking
so
them
then-
cakes, trying to bake
And I
cakes.
said, well,
then
how
you
you
can't
gonna
get
do
rid
that
of 'em when you
if
want to.
you don't know them? How you gonna do that?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so we goes
But
to the
see,
funeral.
But by the time we drove from my house
I talked all the
to
way.
the funeral, yeah, she was still talking.
I was still talking, having a good time.
So how long ago was that from the initial time you met?
Yeah, that
This
was
was-
what-
that's what I'm
it
saying.
was
This
about
was
a
happening.
month,
It was
wasn't
just
it?
so quick.
No, it wasn't even a month, was it?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
that's
what I
fine,
mean.
but that's fine. We
I
still
had
don't
just
know.
met
Yeah.
her.
We had
That's
just
fine,
met her. We
that's
met in
fine. I had
October.
just
I think
met
she
her.
died, what?
And so I'm not sure. I'm
November?
still not sure about her. I'm going, nah, she can't be the one. She can't be, I don't know about
But why
that.
would you take
So
somebody
I'm
to
thinking
a
about
funeral?
going I'm going to the wake for the funeral.
Yeah.
By the time we drive from my house to the church, she had redressed and everything.
I took off everything while he was
In
driving.
the car?
In the
She
car,
said-
girl.
In the car, you took off
I'm
your
a country girl, baby.
Take off your clothes in the
I'm
car.
a country girl. We
Mic
ain't
drop.
She got she have a full dress
And
with a
it-
dress on, the stock,
and it shocked
everything. By
him.
the time we get out, by the time she step out.
Baby,
And
I
I'm
was
sitting there looking at her.
You need to give me some damn.
And then you
baby,
have
I know
to-
how to work it, baby.
I'm sitting
I
there
knew
looking
how
at
to
her.
work that man.
I know it.
Looking at her, I'm going, I can't believe it.
See, he had never ever met a woman like me, y'all. I'm telling you.
And so I'm going, and I'm sitting there looking at her. I'm going, okay.
And he's still looking at me.
And you getting upset.
But then when
But did you get upset?
Yeah, because he knew I was the one.
I can't believe I'm going, okay, God.
With the chance at right.
Okay,
with the
then
chance.
he said,
Oh, no.
well,
So
they
then-
gonna like you
then the
because you
family-
crazy.
The family just liked her, just like
Right when I walked in, he said,
And they
you
ain't
gotta
never
get
met
along good
nobody.
with him because
My grandmother
you
went
crazy.
over there to her, and she told us, "Hey, you better stay close to him because it's too good. You see them women over there."
They
in here?
looking at And I said, yeah, but baby, they don't know me because I whoop them
I
all
didn't
over that
even know all
tree.
this was going on.
Yeah, I
She
said,
said-
big mama, you ain't got to worry about that. I'm from kill that baby. I kill one and then let me tell you. Let them try to mess with you.
She tell me about somebody else that was at the place. They looking at him. They looking at him. They trying to
Yeah,
come
trying
at
to
him.
get me.
You need to get ahead of him.
So then Glenn mother,
plotting with her.
we walk in
My
there,
grandmother.
and Glenn mother, this big, she's a big one. She's sitting there and she's just looking all mean at me. And I'm like,
Was she
okay.
mean mugging you?
Yeah, she was mean mugging me. I didn't know what mean mugging meant. And so I'm like, he gone now and left me by myself with these people. And then gonna say, you'll fit in because you crazy just like them. And then come on, and one of my auntie, y'all will get along real good. Ain't Beulah. Ain't Beulah just as crazy as a biscuit bug. And she up there talking about, yeah, you know, I'm tired of these people. I'm gonna walk to Woodville. And I'm sitting up there looking, I said, Glenn, hey Beulah, I'll walk with you. I'm trying to get in, you know, I'm trying to get into the family. So I go ask Glenn, I said, Glenn, where's Woodville? He said 50 miles. I said, hell, I ain't walking on 50 miles with this crazy woman. So I go over to the house and Big Mama there. And Big Mama, they was all back there cooking. So I said, oh, I gotta go in here and do something. So I started helping them clean up. Shoot, for no, I done clean up the whole darn house. Everybody done stopped to my, oh Lord, see you can do that. I said, shoot, let me get up out of here. These people are crazy.
They were like-
So it wasn't enough room in the house, okay? So here go Glenn mama. We get back from the house, we had to wait. So everybody trying to figure out where they gonna sleep, right? So here go me, I'm trying to be all innocent. Mama, where are we gonna sleep? Where am I gonna sleep? Here go Glenn mama. Where you sleeping with him down there in Prairie View? You might as well sleep here. I went, what? I was too out there. She said, cause we ain't got no room up in here. Y'all better get in there on that sofa. I know you're sleeping with him down there. You might as well sleep here. And you better not do nothing in there either. I said, okay, mama. I knew then I was in the right family. They was crazy. I fit right in. And then when we got ready to go, everybody was so sad. They wasn't thinking about him. I done whooped them all then. And they kept saying, Lois, don't you want to spend another night? And Glen said, I think he got mad because everybody fell in love with me, right?
Yeah, now they like
And they like me now. I said, well, it just depends on what he has to say.
Oh,
But I was really getting it in. I done won them all. So they said, Glen, don't y'all go back tonight. Y'all just go and stay here tonight. Now, we love Lois. So that really made him mad then, you know. So everybody love me now.
Y'all don't even have to wait. Why don't we just marry out?
Yeah, they want to marry
out.
We haven't even been together a month, I don't think.
Let's just.
Yeah, and Daddy was ready to marry me. Daddy
Why don't
was
we
ready
just do
to
this
marry me.
now?
But then through the years, we ended up, we went through the obstacle of, I went to the doctor, they said I had cancer, and I wasn't gonna be able to have children. They wanted to give me a hysterectomy. And I was right in the place, and I was getting ready, and I heard this voice say, get up off of that table. I knew then I was going crazy. I heard voices now. I done been with him too long. I done heard voices. So I get up on the table, it scared me. I ran out there, we went home and we prayed. And then I go back and the doctor said, well, if it was cancer, it's not there anymore. So I knew, that's when I knew God was a healer.
right.
And so we waited, 6 years, I think? Yeah, because I was 21, he was 26, so I married me an old, mature man. And he's still old and mature. I'm still young, you know. And anyway, we ended up with, I used to joke a lot, and I would tell him, I'm pregnant. And he was like, oh, girl, go on. And finally, I got pregnant. I didn't know I was pregnant, you know. And so I go to the doctor, and he said I was pregnant, so I'm going over there to tell him that I was pregnant. He was working, doing his carpentry. And I told him, I said, Glen, guess what? And I showed him the little thing, you know, they had the little sign.
Yeah.
Right? He looked at, what is that? I said, I'm pregnant. Oh, okay. I said, really? I'm pregnant. Okay. He goes back to trimming. I'm mad, then I'm cussing again. So we called his mother after he realized that he's going to be a daddy. We called his mother, right?
Yeah.
And he told him, I told him I was pregnant. But see, I always like to have fun.
Okay, but still, she played a lot.
I played a lot. I did. I love have fun.
So you weren't really sure if she was really being serious.
Because I was
or
pregnant
not.
all the time. They thought I was an elephant.
And so they.
And so finally, they said, put
She'd tell
Glen
both
on the
of them, I'm
phone.
pregnant. I'm
Kept
pregnant.
crying, what's up?
Yeah, they thought I was. So finally, they said, put Glen on the phone.
They said, no, we don't even want to talk to you.
me. So Glen gets on the phone, and so his mom go to speaking in tongues and hollering. So the other ain't hollering. Well, what did happen to Glen? They think Glen done died. So anyway, she telling Glen, then they all said, Lois really pregnant this time? Then they all go to hollering and shouting, right? But then the sad part comes in. We was getting ready to go to a musical or something. Then we get the word that Glen's mom had a heart attack or something. And so we didn't know whether to rejoice. You know, we was excited, but then she ended up dying. So that was a real bad obstacle
Well, it
at
was
that
like
time.
she was waiting to
for me to
hear.
get pregnant.
Right.
And then
Because she
died.
already knew, you know, the Lord already told my mother and
yeah.
father.
Yeah, but when you said she spoke in tongues, so you knew then that she.
Well,
was
she knew then that I was
rejoicing.
really pregnant,
Right,
but
right.
we weren't expecting her to have a heart attack.
No, we
you
wasn't
know.
expecting that
And
because we was getting ready to go
we
pick
would go
her
pick
up.
her up and bring her back.
By that
okay.
weekend, we
Yeah.
were going to pick her up that weekend.
Yeah, and she died
And when
that
she
weekend.
found out that she was pregnant
Pregnant.
right then, it was like I was waiting for this.
And then she ended up passing.
And she died.
And so then we were like torn between,
So how many years was it before when you got pregnant? How many years had y'all been married?
6 years. We had been married. We waited 6 years before. Because I had prayed. Daddy said, well, Lois, what do you want? I said, I want 2 healthy children. And he said, I'm going to pray right now. You sure that's all you want? You don't want 4 or 5? I said, no, Dad, I only want 2. He said, now I can pray for you to have 4 or 5. I said, Daddy, 2. And he said, what you want, a boy or girl? I said, I don't care, as long as they're healthy children.
Right.
And so after Daddy went to praying, that's when I got pregnant. And my age was, I told the Lord, I said, Lord, I want to have my first child at 28 and my second child at 30. I had my first child at 28. Emmanuel was supposed to be born in October, but he came in his dad month, September the 17th. 36 hours in labor, almost killed Glen. He didn't want to come out. And then at the age of 30, I had Darius the month of my mother's birthday and everything. So, and then we ended up having both of them. And then we, at the age of 40, I was going to divorce him at 40. And Sister Kim said, we went to a meeting. I was through with him. I was done. I was tired. He didn't want to do nothing. He worked and all this stuff. And I was just wanted. I thought I was dying. I thought I was missing out on life. I really thought I was missing out on life because I wanted to travel and do things.
Okay, you missing out on life, but did you felt like you was missing out on
Yeah,
life?
I really
when
did.
In actuality, you wasn't missing out on life.
No, I had the best life, but you know how
Right.
Satan gets in there,
Right.
And he tried to come in and destroy because he knew
Right.
the ministry that God was having
Right.
for us.
Right.
And so what happened was, my sister and them, they loved him so much, and they was just crying and booing. Every year I would have a birthday party, and so this year we were separated in the house. He was in one room and I was in the other room, and we was roommates. Hi, baby, how you doing? Fine, going downstairs, bye, blah, whatever. And so finally, I had my birthday party. And so Sister Barth and them, and I didn't know all this here because my sister, everybody would come to my birthday party from everywhere. They would fly in. So this night, I love this song by Joe. I Want to Know. I love that Joe song. You want to sing a little, baby? Let me hear. Come on, sing it, Joe. Come on, show them how you got me back. But I want to know.
I don't know it
Let me tell you
now.
before he sang. So let me tell you what he did, y'all, because he knew I was finna leave him, okay? So anyway, that night, we had the colors red and white. He goes in and he buy the whole mannequin, the man mannequin, everything on it. They got told, you must be in the doghouse, man.
So let me, okay.
Okay.
Okay, when we come to this time.
We got to hear it. We ain't got but 10 more minutes.
All right. But what happened was when we started going through our little changes and all of that. But see, the Lord already said that we were supposed to be
Be in
together.
ministry
Right.
and stuff.
And so, but then I said, okay, well, I knew that she was on. It was spiritual things that she was
Right,
going through
right.
too. And I said, well, I'm kind of in it and out of it. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of it all. If we end up divorcing, fine, whatever. You know. But God says you together. So when I knew she liked.
Joe.
She liked the Joe.
I
I heard her
wanna
listening to the
know.
song.
He was listening to
And
the
so
song.
I said,
y'all.
okay, I'm gonna learn this song. So I was actually listening to the song
And then
on
I
my
was wondering
job.
why he wanted to know the name of the song.
And so I started playing it over and over while I was
Going to
working.
work, going to work, playing it.
I could get it in my head while I'm driving out. I said, okay, so I can know this song. And then when the time came for her
Birthday
party, well, she wasn't by this time. She's upset with me too, and she ain't talking to me a whole lot.
For 2 months, y'all, we
Well,
was
that's
separated
fine,
in the
you know,
house.
I ain't dealing with it, you know. But anyway, she had already mentioned the colors.
Red
What
and
she was gonna
white.
have. She gonna have a red and white party. Everybody had to dress
Just
in
in
the
red and white. And they was
all of
really
this, on
packed
and
too,
on.
y'all.
And so it just so happened. So when I'm coming on that same day, at first I said, I'm gonna sing it. No, I'm not gonna sing it. I kept going back and forth. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I even told some of the people at the church I was gonna do it. And the musician said, okay, I'll be ready. I'll do it. I'll do it for you, you know. And so when I was coming in, I stopped at a place. I said, well, maybe I need to buy something that's
Red
kinda
and white.
Red and white. When I walk into the place, a mannequin is sitting there
With everything
red
on it, and
and
white.
white.
Wow.
And it was his size.
Won't the Holy
Right.
Spirit do it?
His
And
size.
this
Won't
was
God do it?
Wait,
I'm going.
and this was in October.
Yes, I'm
Exactly.
and when I'm
That's
going in,
unusual.
and
Yeah,
out of
very.
all of the stuff in the store,
The whole
mannequin
mannequin
is
had
there with the
everything.
red and white on.
Ain't that
It's kinda
something?
unusual for
Yeah,
October.
very
And
much
so when I'm talking to the guy, he said, "What do you want?" I said, "Well, I want everything that he have on right there."
He knew he was in the doghouse then.
I know it's kind of funny, but the first thing popped in my mind, it's got to be God doing this. It don't even make sense.
Right.
So actually, I fit everything the mannequin had
And now
on.
you know that was
Wow.
God.
Yeah, that was God.
I stopped at a flower shop,
Got
and
me
so
a-
I said, okay.
Roses.
I say, okay, I'm gonna go in here, maybe I need to get red and white flowers.
Right.
When I walk in, this guy said, man, I know what you're looking for. It's called the Doghouse Special.
Woof, woof, woof.
Look the pitiful in that door.
Yeah, he was looking real sad.
Man, I can hook you up. I'm laughing and talking with. I hadn't even told him what I was going through or nothing. This guy, I mean, he did the roses with the,
they was
red
beautiful
and
too,
white
right?
roses with. I mean, he put out, and when he got that, I said, man, this is tough. When he got to the doghouse special. I went to the mall. When I walked in, the salesman.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I walked in. He had these rings. He said, "Look at these rings here."
Heisenberg
With the-
rings. This one right here.
Yeah, where it had the
But I
red
done messed
rubies
it up
on
'cause I
it,
gotta go get the
with the
rubies
white
back.
diamonds on already on the
All that, and I done wore so
already
much the
on
rubies
the
is out.
ring.
Wow.
And I'm going, this is crazy, you know. I said, okay, I'll buy it. And so by this time, I kept saying to myself, I'm not going to do this. I'm not doing it. Forget it. I'm not going to do it.
He was gonna
But
divorce
everything,
me.
right, everything was still, because see, by this time, she was already mad. She had well, we need to be separating. And I said, well,
did
okay,
separate in the
whatever. You know, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it. So she don't even know I'm doing this.
Right.
So at the time, when the time came ready for me to
Come to the party.
come to the party.
We were separated.
Right, and so I put on everything, and I didn't came, and I gave the flowers to somebody.
Bartha.
Sister Bartha had the
Sister
flowers.
Bartha
That's
had
right.
the flower
and
and
then,
the ring.
Right then, she had the ring too, and then my musician didn't show up to play the song. Well,
I thought he did show
He
up.
didn't show up, and so I said, I don't know. I'm
Oh,
not doing
Cedric
it.
Bailey was our MC.
Right,
was
and
a,
so right,
yeah, Cedric Bailey was DJ. Cedric
DJ
Bailey was
for
my buddy then.
Heaven
So-
97.
Well,
He
he's
was-
still my buddy. Hey, Cedric.
Yeah, he was there. And so he goes, I'm doing this. I'm going, okay.
Cedric Bailey said,
Yeah,
"You
yeah.
doing
He
Yeah.
said, yeah, I'm doing this. We gonna do this. And I'm going, oh, okay, you know. I said, all right. And so when the time came to do it, I'm kind of saying, forget it. I'm going to back out. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to. And then I thought, I did all of this. Then I said, I'll go on and do it and see what's going to happen.
So they
So when
put
the
the
time-
chair in the middle of the thing.
Right.
And so I'm sitting there wondering, what they putting the chair in the middle of the thing? Because they call themselves going to roast me, right? So Barth and them, I don't put the chairs in the middle.
Well, they knew.
And
knew
here he
then.
come
They
in
knew
the
they was-
door with they bring the roses ends and the ring, and he comes in there singing what?
Yeah, I came in and I was singing the song.
What was the
Well,
song?
how did
Sing
it
the
go?
song. How did it
How
go,
it go?
baby? Sing it.
I'm trying to.
I want to know
I want to know.
what makes you happy.
I want to know what makes you smile.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, from the bottom of my heart or something like that.
Yeah,
And I was just sitting there just, I'm going home with them.
No, she was still mad at me. She was mad at me. She trying to, and I knew that.
But
I
you
knew
know
she
when
was
you
mad.
started singing Joe, I couldn't help it after Joe. And
she was-
everybody was
she
in
said
there
I was
crying.
gonna
My
sing
sister
Amazing
was just
Grace.
crying. What did he say?
You thought you were going to sing Amazing Grace.
Oh yeah, y'all, let me tell you
See, I
something
never
funny.
heard me sing
Look,
really. She
he
never
know
heard me
y'all
sing
know when he get to
nothing else.
singing the spiritual, right? He don't usually sing nothing like that. This wrestler got up there, got to shaking like he finna start shouting. I said, really, baby? You finna shout off for Joe? His head got to. Everybody was crying. My sister Neil was crying over there. Just like, oh my God, he sounds better than Joe. But you know, we got back together, and then a few years later, we ended up with the ministry, with the ministry.
Amen.
Kim had told us that we wasn't going to separate, that we was going to have the ministry, and we started the ministry in 2010. And everything. We
Yeah,
started
well,
the
see, by
ministry.
this time, you know, we're kind of moving up in the ministry anyway,
Right.
in a way. And so God had already started opening the door. We were meeting different people.
Yeah.
You know, and so even when we walked in, by that time, she would say, well, we're going to separate, we're going to do this. When I said, well, when I thought about it, I knew my friend was a prophetess by this time.
Kim.
And I said, well,
Kim.
I'm going to see what she has to say.
And I was mad
You
then
know,
too.
I said, well, I'm not saying nothing. Because she getting where she didn't want to hear me anyway.
I didn't want to hear
And
nothing
so-
he had to say.
And when we walked in, she said, I know why you're here. And you just started.
She sure did. She said, you are not going to leave him. You are not going to divorce him. Y'all was like tenacious.
Without even saying anything.
I was mad. I said, you know you told her that. He said, nope.
Start prophesying. And start prophesying about
She
ministry
sure
and
did.
everything.
And everything. She said that. And we started the
That's
ministry. And Kim was the one, she said, I had the women's group at the time, and she said, you will not be here at this place this time next year. You'll be pastoring. I said, no, I won't be pastoring either. That time next year, we were sitting in our living room, and that's when I heard the voice say, you all can start a church here in the house. And I said, I didn't hear that. It 3 times. Glen was sitting there reading something, and he was reading, I said, he said, what did you hear? And he put that paper down.
See, because she would play a lot prior to this time, and then I started seeing God using her.
Yeah.
See, and so that's when it really started opening up. Because see, I wasn't sure if she was playing with me or not.
Right.
And then she would be like right in the kitchen, and it was just like, I guess like a screen would just come up before. And then I noticed she would just start talking. Why she still talk a lot anyway. But she wouldn't know what she be saying. And so the Lord would take over her mouth and start talking to me.
Wow.
And see, and that's the other thing that was my sign. Because I would be talking to God even when I was upset with her. You know, I'd be talking to her, and I was talking to the Lord about something, and I would ask him for the answer. He wouldn't tell me.
He would tell me.
And then she would tell me. And that would make me worse. It'd make me worse. You know, she would be giving me the answer when I knew I wasn't talking to her.
Right.
Wow.
And she would be talking. It would come out of her. And I'm just sitting there looking at her. And I know God is the one that's speaking.
He loved to look at
And
me.
he would be speaking out of her to me, and when she didn't even know I'm talking to him. And so he would start giving me signs after sign after sign. And so even as we were in the church, he just started using her more and more and more. The gift started moving over on her like that.
Right.
But he didn't give me that gift. He didn't give me that gift, and I could see the gift of prophecy and stuff. A lot of this stuff she didn't even know about. She didn't even know what prophecy was, none of that stuff. And to be honest, she didn't, but I already knew all of this because I had been around it.
Right.
Tongues and all of that. But she wasn't around that. But she would be doing it. And I'm sitting there looking
Like
at her.
God can't use me.
So how did you feel about that?
And at first I'm going, God, what are you doing? You know, what is this? But I knew it was him. And so he started giving me signs. It was
Got that sign again.
Even as time went on, even when we joined the church, I let her pick the church that she was comfortable with. I was already comfortable with churches. I adapt to the church.
Right.
Even though the spirit may not be what I'm used to.
Right.
I can adapt to what you do because I knew they didn't believe what I believed. I knew some of the pastors didn't believe what I believed because of what I came out of. See, and I wasn't against them. I just was a servant. I'll be honest, I was a
He
servant.
was a servant, yeah.
You know, and I knew I could see how the Spirit of God was working on it. And so as time was going on, the Lord just started giving me signs and letting me see.
Right.
Let me know, because I'm talking to him, but he wouldn't answer me. That was another thing he would do with me. A lot of times he wouldn't tell me nothing. He wouldn't tell me nothing. I'm just sitting there, okay, God, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Won't say nothing. He'd be silent, totally silent, and then he'll speak through her. And he would do me like that on a lot of things, and then he would bring different prophets around me. And so, then the other time, we are almost out of time.
yeah.
We went to visit a friend, prophetess. My first time we came together, and my wife had asked me, do you want to go hear this woman preach? And I go, okay, no, I don't. I said, okay, I'll do it. I wasn't against no women preaching or nothing like that. But I said, okay, I'll go, because I wanted to go talk to the pastor. I knew the pastor of the church about some construction stuff, some stuff that I wanted to do. And I wanted to kind of do some business with him. And it was something that I wanted to buy and see if I could work with him with it and all of that. You know, I had already made up my mind. After she gets through doing what she gonna do and her speaking and everything, then I'm going to him. You know, and so I wasn't really going to hear her, but I'll listen to her. And boy, when I walked in that church,
that woman started prophesying. She went straight to him, started telling him all about his life.
yeah, she got me. She got me.
Yep,
That's
she got him good.
Amazing.
It's my first time ever experiencing it.
Yeah,
And she had went through 9 gifts of the Spirit.
yeah.
And the Spirit set me down in the chair, wouldn't let me get out. It was just holding me in the chair. And as she started speaking, he was just going all over me. I could feel him touching me. And telling me my whole life. And
Yeah.
she said, I know why you came here.
That's right.
And God's not going to give it to you.
Wow. Because he had other plans for
But
us.
you have other plans.
And those other
Until
plans,
she
we got
went
to wrap
into
it
the
up, baby.
ministry. She started talking about the ministry where we are right,
All
now.
She sure
Wow.
did.
That didn't happen for another 20 or 30 years.
Years.
And started talking about everything that's
Everything.
going to happen. All the way through.
She sure
And
did.
as she was prophesying and going through it, I couldn't even move. I couldn't move because God was just holding me there. And as time went on, I knew it was him. I knew he was talking. He was talking to me now. But then even later on, after that, I don't want to hold y'all.
No, it's good. It's good.
But when the time came, the Lord even spoke to us, even in my house. And we were right in Christmas time. And he said, I'm going to do a new thing in your house.
Yes, he did.
I'm doing a new thing come January.
Yes.
And just as we went into the new year, the Lord, it went into another gift. It fell on my wife and my
And my
son
son
at the
back
same
there.
time in the house. And I'm just sitting there looking at them
Yeah.
both. And he said, I'm going to do a new thing in your house.
Yes, he did.
And I'm going to do it right now. But not only did he start speaking, he didn't just let them speak. He started talking through their
Through
bodies.
them.
Wow.
Yes, he
do
did.
it.
And start talking to me. He moved from one of them and moved over to the other one. And he was the one talking. I
Yes.
could hear he was talking. It's like he
My
was talking
God.
like Darius, for an example. He would say, don't worry about Darius. And he's using Darius's mouth.
Mouth.
He's telling us, don't worry about Darius because he's mine.
Right.
Oh, Jesus.
That's right.
Good.
But God is
And
good.
he's using his mouth talking.
Yep.
That's God. That's the Holy Ghost.
I'm doing a new thing in your house.
That's
He
right.
does it.
It's had nothing to do with you.
That's right.
You're not doing it, and you can't do nothing about it. I'm doing this.
And he's still doing it.
And it's so as it's time, he started speaking through her, and then speaking through him, just going back and forth. And I'm just sitting there going like, but he wouldn't talk to me. That's how he would talk to me. And so as time going on, I'm just sitting there and I'm listening and seeing what he want me to do. And there's certain things he said you're not ready for, and I'm not going to tell you.
That's right.
And that's how he would do me sometimes.
So you all only got a portion of how we got started. But the time must end. And we're still together after 37 wonderful years. And we give it to the glory of God. I have 37 wigs. So I told him he doesn't ever have to worry about another woman because, baby, I'm 37 full-grown, blooded woman all in one. I just changed my wigs. I can be Hispanic. I can be Caucasian. I can be Pocahontas. Whatever wig that he want, whatever woman that he want, I guarantee you I can be that woman. I'm every woman. But we give it all to God for 37 years. Happy anniversary to my husband. Happy anniversary. May God continue to bless us. Until next time, stay tuned. October the 18th, this year, 7:30, we will be having the Evelyn F. Brown second annual building fund. Please come out. We're going to have an awesome time where the theme is overcome by the word of Jesus. Amen. So we're going to be blessed. Kim is one of our speakers. We have other speakers that's going to be in the house. It is free, but y'all, we need donation. We're in the process of getting our own building, and we need donations. So please look us up on the website. That's www.tcwim.com. Make your donations by PayPal or Square, or you can even mail it in. Amen. Until the next time, may God bless you and keep you. Thank you for watching. Tune in. Thank my audience. God is good. We love you. Thank you. Hi, I have a few announcements I would love to introduce you to. The first one is, have you ever gone to the hospital and they was getting ready to take your blood, and you got stuck so many times, I would like to introduce you to A+ School of Phlebotomy, the art of the draw, where the CEO is Alicia White. 817-948-0373. Again, that number is 817-948-0373. Your yard will look so good, you'll forget my name. Whatchamacallit Landscape. Owner and CEO, Derek Brackens, 682-400-9255. If you want your lawn to look beautiful, check him out. Again, 682-400-9255. Rent your next event with the Kirkwood photo booth. Check us out at www.thekirkbooth.com, where the CEO is Emmanuel Kirkwood, 214-210-8562. And we do all events, so check us out at www.thekirkbooth.com.